Hello, everybody. It's nice to see a great turnout today. My name is Sonia Shahid, and I'm a project coordinator for Racial Equity Initiative. And it is a collaboration of 5 different organizations in Metro Detroit: MAPAC, BAPAC, SAVI, My Family Services, and I always forget, API. So what we're aiming to do is a lot of the South Asian students, I'm based out of Hamtramck, and Manjula is going to talk more about Troy. So in Hamtramck, the South Asian community has doubled, and what we're trying to do, we're trying to go in the school system and collaborating also with the parents to kind of give a voice to the parents so they don't have to feel like when your child is in school and they're struggling in terms of like, do I fit in? I'm so different, and just trying to give and making sure that the staff is aware of these things. So we're collaborating with the school, with the parents, and the students to make it a safer environment. Not even safer, but making it more so they're feeling comfortable in school in terms of their cultural ethnicity and all the other events that happen. And people understand. It's not that you have to answer 50 different questions, and just giving a little background on myself. A lot of this stuff hits home for me because as an immigrant, I've been here since I was 14, and it was difficult coming from, I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, so it was different coming to this country and feeling like a foreigner, and I still feel like a foreigner. It always feels like I'm singled out. People constantly judge me as soon as I walk in, but as an adult, I don't mind that anymore. I'm comfortable in my skin. I appreciate who I am, but it took a really, really long time, and a lot had to do with the fact a child spends so much time in school, and when you don't feel accepted in terms of your culture, and you don't hear anybody talking about religion or faith or anything to do with the different ethnicities, any minorities in the school, it becomes difficult because what happens is a lot of the students start feeling like they don't fit in, so they're going to want to be more like their other peers. They're going to want to do what their other peers are doing. And what that's causing is when these students go home, especially the South Asians, then the parents are like, what's happening to my kids? Like, why are you acting this way? What is going on? So that's another thing that we're trying to build also, that the parents and the student, like in terms of their child, like what's going on, what can we do to improve? So that's really what we're going to be doing, and I really hope we have your support. And this is something that really hits home for me, and becoming a future parent, and I really do want this to improve for my children, my child too right now. So that's about it.
We would like to open up the floor to some questions. If anybody has any questions for any of our panel, please feel free to ask. Do we have any questions? Yes.
Just, first of all, thank you for sharing. I look forward to the opportunity to hear firsthand some of the struggles that you shared. If you had an opportunity to voice to sort of non-South Asian Americans, what would be the ideal way for them to interact with you? What would be, it's terrible to hear across different age groups and genders the way that folks have treated you, but what would be the ideal interaction? Maybe if we look at sort of that, I can help share and others can share, and we can create sort of a documentation of what the ideal exchange would be. I know you want to be treated equally, but what would be some of the things that would be present in that experience?
But I think the things that I would like to add is the fact that what I'd like to see differently is that attitude has to change. Right now we have an attitude of us versus them. I think what I like to see different is to say it's not us versus them. I think it's all of us together. If I can get that message across, and I think it's a broader issue that has to be addressed at a very higher level. I mean, the media has to be involved, and a lot of the politics all has to change. But I think right now what we have is, us versus them. And if you look different, you're them. You're not us. And I think that's what I would like to kind of focus on and see how we can go about changing that.
There's more recognition, working with the community and asking us, which would be your biggest holiday? Would you like a day off? It won't count toward any kind of a negative or grade loss or any of that. So we want some recognition of the fact, just as Christmas Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, and all the other holidays, we also want to be seen as people who want some time with their families for holidays. So in the school and off the school, here are some practical things we can do. Thank you.
Once again, let's get a round of applause for our education panel. Thank you guys. Now I would like to invite our civil rights panel to come up to panel table.